Alright. I'm going to... I need to build a beacon. Forget how much iron it takes, so we're just going to do that, and then we're going to take that. I'll put one block in here. So it looks better that way. Oh, she's back. No longer AFK. We're going to work on this area of the base now. Over here. This is a fun part of the base. You didn't know. Very fun. Where is it? Where's my path? I know I have a path connecting these two places. Is this the low one? This is the low one. This isn't what I want. Oh, there's a beacon. I was going to connect it in here. Okay, we're going to build a beacon right here. And I know that one's pretty close, but this one needs to be... Oh, we can work with this for now. Where do I want to go? I want to start up there. This is supposed to be like a sunken forest down in here. Oh, how have I not lit this up? I'm bad at my job. How dare I? Yeah, this is probably good enough. Here we go. So how do I want this to swoop into this area? So the tunnel's gonna curve and then pop out what, like there? And then this is gonna be like a sunken oasis. So I'm gonna put like a tree here, maybe. Tree. Maybe I'll have a tree go up this way. I want it to be a cherry blossom, so maybe I'll have a cherry blossom over here. It's gonna be like moss and dirt and stuff. I want it to be like layered, kind of like an overgrown underground area. So this is all gonna be like swapped out for like moss and stuff. I don't want this. I think just making this big, make this area just one big opening for now, I think is the key. Until I can figure out exactly how I want to do this. Boop. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Okay, we're gonna go this way. What are you doing? Dude, my second monitor keeps on having like a weird flicker thing going on with the Twitch chat, and it's throwing me off so bad. Okay. Where's this? So I need to go like right out here. Because I do need another beacon. Where the other one exhausts itself. I think exhaust is a good word for that. Where it doesn't quite reach. I think I want it to be right up here where it flattens out, so it'll be easier for me to get to later to remove. Right here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's right. Right? Yeah, that looks about right. No, that was... Is that the right color? One, two, three, four. Yeah, it's 4, not 5. There we go. Hey, Stu. Hey, Stu. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Woo! No? Okay. Oh, jeez. Hi, Dylan. That startled me. I was not expecting any sound effects right now. It's been a while since anyone's followed me, and when I say that, I mean 19 days. I actually forgot what that alert sound was. I was like, what is that? I'm not playing Pokemon. I gotta rip this whole chunk down, I think. I think this is the next section I need to rip down. Why is your base so big? There's a lot of jokes I can make, but we're just going to go with, I wanted to prove that I'm the very best, that no one ever was. There we go. I want to be the very best, and no one ever was. This is a build I really like, that I've been working on for quite some time. As one might figure out. Don't worry, you'll see more and more of the base as we go. Trust me, the base tour will happen. Right now we're on the get stuff done part and not the prettyifying part. That's a later thing because the season ends in a few days. So I need to finish what I have started. So I can't just have a half-finished base as the leader. Ooh. You know how bad that would look? Are you muted? No, I'm not muted. No, my mic's not muted because it's showing up on my computer. Yeah, it's showing. Here, I'll send you a message. Do. Ah. I see. He does read chat. Yes, I do. You might have the tab muted. Just no mic? I am literally speaking. Brother. I am speaking. Look, look. It shows right here that I'm speaking. See? Speak. I can hear you? Okay. Let me guess. Did you have the tab muted?
As I was saying, you know, a leader has to have a base of a certain size. Otherwise, how is he supposed to be the leader if his base is not the largest to prove his superiority complex? Clearly, a person of my stature does not need that kind of condemnation. You know what I say?
I don't know where I'm going with this. Yeah, plenty of room right now.
Okay. Okay.
Honestly, that had me chuckling a bit. Okay, good. I do everything for the bit, okay? You know, there was those people that did it for the vine, I do it for the bit. You know, we're not so different, you and I. We're not so different now, Batmans. We both do our own thing for our own reasons, Batmans. I don't know where I'm going with this. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. Okay. But yep, this is all my base. There are no laws against the Pokemon's Batmans. Yeah, this is my base. Anything I can put away? Yeah, I'm gonna put the dirt and stuff in here since I'm gonna want to probably reuse the grass and dirt. So for now, I'm gonna store the grass and dirt over here and just keep chopping. Keep chop, 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 chop away at my heart. Please, I beg of you, do not retreat. Do not go for it, Joker. It's our animal, Joker. Don't go for the low bunny, Joker. No, don't do it. I don't know where I'm going with it. I beg you.
Please.
Please, don't do it. Have a railroad system? You missed it because you had me muted. The SMP only has a few days left. We end on the 12th for this season. So I'm currently just working on getting parts of my base done rather than starting on new projects. So right now I'm working on the pathway to the Sunken Hollow. I think that's the right word. So that's what I'm currently working on. And then I'm mostly just trying to finish my base, dude. I'm going to finish my base. I have a Guardian farm that still needs to be decorated. This is the outside of my base. Let's go check out the inside. I'll put my item too. So this whole mountain right here I built. Not this whole thing. The mountain ended like somewhere right in here. So all that part I built of the mountain. This is the hall to Fenrir's place. It still needs to be finished, but we have like a theme going, you know, little armor things. It's gonna go all the way down, and the roof, I'm pretty sure I finished all the way with that. And then this is the main connecting room, so it's just pretty simple. A lot of my little side rooms are a lot less flushed out, so this is just my sheep farm. You know, nothing crazy. This is my amphitheater. I worked on this the other day. I'm still deciding how I want this to look, but you know, it's in an enclosed functional state. This is pretty simple. This is just my pumpkin and melon farm and my moss farm back there. That's my bamboo, my honey, and my sugar cane. This is my trading hall. Remember me? Well, you just followed, so I'm assuming you have a different name. I have a snowman up there, and then this is my like little forge area with campfires. And then I have this whole area with my other stuff. We can do a tour later, and then this is my main storage room over here. Did someone take a lot of my stone and I just didn't remember? Dang, you don't know the song? Also, that's pretty neat. Remember Me is a reference to a song. I thought you were just trying to go for more like the "Witness Me" kind of thing. Be like, dude, you're gonna like Mad Max all over this place? Really? It's big, it's pretty. Yeah. Though I have to say goodbye. Now it's time to say goodbye to the things we love and the innocence of youth. But though I have to say goodbye, remember me, though I have to say goodbye. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm struggling to remember. Do you remember? I don't. You gotta give me more lines than that. Because remember me is very vague, and then though I have to say goodbye is a little bit more specific, it's still kind of vague at the end of the day. For me, at least. Suddenly, bow, 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 bow. That one's really easy for me to remember. I would sing that every 21st of September at my old job. My coworkers hated me. They were just kind of grumpy people, so I just didn't really care, but still, they hated me. I felt like Goob. Everywhere they went, they hated me. Hey, Goob, you want to come over? It is I, Michael Yagoobian. I know, it's disgusting, but one learns to love it. I just realized I'm like audio stimming unironically, and it's killing me. What are you? Because for some odd reason, my brain is going to the train song. But Remember Me from Disney's Coco? No, I think I watched Coco once, so that's not enough for me to like remember. And nothing from Coco really stood out to me. So, you know, I'm not Hispanic. I'm also Christian, so like a lot of their traditions just don't really overlap with Christianity. So kind of was a hard sell for me. It's not bad. By all means, it's not bad. It's just not my movie. I was more of like I'll make a man out of you. Be a man as swift as a coursing river. Be a man as great as the forces. Whatever. The Great Suicune. What's the Pokemon one? With the strength of electivires, mysterious as the dark caves of Mount Moon. I think it was like a Digimon trying to be a Pokemon. I'm gonna throw out like the most obscure references, and it pains me because I have friends that hit me with the same kind of obscure references, and I'm just looking at them like, why would you ever think I'd like that? And I realized I did the same thing. Like, one of my favorite quotes from any silly song with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song, is one where he goes, "Oh golly!" Then he looks over at our side character. What is your name? And the side character just goes, "They've never given me a name. I've been around since show one and I still don't have a name." I don't know why I started getting higher and higher. Now what do you think of that? They've never given me a name. It's like, me too, dude. Me too. I feel you. Real recognizes real, bruh. Oh, what do you know? Gmail. Something? Oh, now I know what's moving. My stream is switching between like gifted subs and like other stats, and it used to not flip, and now it's automatically rotating, and it's tripping me up and making me look over. That's odd. A little bit. It's not too peculiar. Strange, unusual, and especially odd. Okay, I'm gonna put the coal and the copper in the top corner so that I can keep my inventory a little bit better on the organization. I actually stole this from Fenrir. Fenrir came up with this design, and I stole it from him, and I don't even feel bad. Not a lick. But this color palette and design, you could argue that I stole it from Tegotech, and if I did it subconsciously, but I already wanted to do a build with these colors. And so the whole point of the build is just how many circles could I fit in it, and then I realized that to do circles, I also have to do triangles, octagons, and other shapes. So I just ended up filling up the base with just a ton of different shapes. Also, this whole bottom area is full of stone. It's just this one needs to be refilled. Here's my horsey. So yeah, this is... I don't think I despawned any blocks from this build. I don't like despawning, so all my blocks that I've ever gotten are stored in chests. I wonder how many months did this take you? We launched on October 6th of last year. So we're at 9 months officially today. We end shortly after 9 months. We got 6 days left. We end next Friday. Will be the last day. So, yeah. And then we got to do a whole bunch of like reorganization and reconstruction going into season 2. But there are other people that play on this server. It's not just me. It's just a little quiet right now. It is towards the end, so people are just wrapping up their builds or, you know, calling it done because they don't want to start any new projects or something. So, tomorrow I'm supposed to help Elias Malachi with a build, but I need to finish up this part of mine before I finish up his. So we're going to be doing a couple of different things today. Although I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to finish this build. Technically, I could always just fire up the generator. I live off-grid, by the way, so I could always just fire up the generator if I needed more time to gaming and streaming. But I finally took a shower for the first time today off-grid. All the other times I just went over to my parents' house. But now I have a portable hot water thing, and it does a pretty good job, not gonna lie. I feel pretty warm while taking a shower. I got to tell my coworkers today about Jesus, they asked me. One of them asked me what's the difference between Christianity and Catholicism, and I gave him what I understood to be the difference, and a couple other things. It was a nice conversation. He seemed to be very respectful and trying to understand. Other coworkers don't like him because he's lazy, which is fair. But hey, at least we had an honest conversation. You're better than me. I would have made a super small base and secluded. Pretty normal. Yeah. I think I might go with a smaller base next season. But I wanted to treat this one like a forever world. So if I was going into a forever world, how big did I want my base to be? And this was the size I chose. Honestly, I don't even know if I have to remove all this, but I'm going to anyways, just because I want the space. I'm already here, so might as well. Okay, well, that changes some things. We also have a community server, but the community SMP is going to be put up to a vote on whether or not they want to reset it when we launch Season 2 or not. And it's going to be taken offline while we switch hosts. So I don't know if it's now is a good time to start playing on the community server, but you can start making friends now in the community Discord. There we go. We're going places. You know, I have enough shulker boxes. I totally could just fill a shulker box and like bring a couple empty ones over. But I don't, and I don't know why. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. 'Cause we are two worlds apart. Couldn't reach to your heart. When would you say I want it that way? Sing it with me, Dalen. Good. It'll help. It'll help. Oh, there we go. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. I'm looking over you, chat. It's your turn. Tell me why ain't nothing but a... Wait, no. I think I already said that. Ain't nothing but a mistake. Ain't nothing but a heartache. I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Good job, Dylan. We are a fantastic duet, you and I. Just the two of us, okay? That's all we need. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I. There's like a different song. It's like bum, 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 bum. No, that's a completely different song than what I had in my mind originally. No, what is it? Sometimes I find we all need help. We all have sorrow, but if you don't mind, there can always be tomorrow. Lean on me. I can't remember how it actually goes. I don't remember the lyrics. How does Lean on Me go? When you're not strong, 'cause I'll be there. I'll help you carry on, for it won't take long, 'cause we all need somebody to lean on. So just call on your brother when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on, 'cause I might have a problem that you'd understand. We all need somebody to lean on. For if there's a load that you can't bear, I'll help you carry on. Right? 'Cause we all need somebody to lean on. And then there's like, we could go even more old school classic with Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer due. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage, I can't afford a carriage, but you'll look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two. And the background chorus. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer due. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. What is the next line? It's we'll leave when the ball is over, get married in the clover, but you'll look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two. And it goes, Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer due. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. We'll live all our lives together, regardless of the weather, and you'll look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two. Jehovah's Witness is a cult to make money. I'm gonna shut you down real quick there, bud. Jehovah's Witness and Mormonism, both twists of Christianity and Christian scriptures and Judeo-Christian values. And I don't even like saying Judeo-Christian values, but it is. I have a friend that's Jehovah's Witness, and I love him, but he's wrong. Because Jehovah's Witness is works-based, and no one can get to the Father except through Christ. And that is completely faith-based and faith alone. Works without faith is dead, but so, yeah. Jehovah's Witness, not real. I do not believe in the Lighthouse organization. I'll shut you down real quick there, bud. No Jehovah's Witness, no Mormons. I see. This is the Crisis MP, not the Jehovah, which I think is actually just Hebrew for like Jesus. So I guess the Jehovah's Witness. What does Jehovah stand for? Jehovah Jireh, my provider. I feel like I should know what this means. I know what Jehovah means. I'm just struggling. I know it's a Hebrew word. I'm not very good with Hebrew and remembering all the different Hebrew words. I'll be honest. I witnessed him in my life. He shows me many things. The other day I was trying to find my my razor knife. And as I was trying to fall asleep after a long day of trying to find a whole bunch of different missing things, as I was trying to fall asleep, I saw like visually where it was and where it would have gone, like a little like transparent version of it with an arrow pointing down, like a video game UTI help tip thing. And I went over to that location and looked around and I found it right where in my trying to fall asleep dream state it was. So no, I wrote this song for the Christian youth to teach the kids the Christian truth. If you want to reach those kids on the street, you gotta do a rap to a hip-hop beat. My crew is big, and it keeps getting bigger. I will not continue this. Because I don't think... I think I'm too white to sing that song, I'll be honest. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm gonna have this path. This is not gonna be how big it is, but I wanted to clear up an extra area. I think I want it to go over like this. And then where does this pump me out? Where does this shoot me out? That sounds slightly better. Where does this put me? There we go. This isn't bad. Maybe I could do that and make it a big arch from this side over to that side. On another note, what do you guys think of the book of John? John's pretty good. Big fan of John. Or how was your day? I found a tick on me last night. If I am no longer able to eat red meats, I'm going to be very sad. Having said that, I did eat salami today, and I didn't die. So, I think we're Gucci. But, having said... Why did I say Gucci? That's not even in my normal vocabulary. I think we're cool. I think we're good. But, you never can be too safe these days, you know what I mean? Never ever again, my brother. I'm Fiddleford McGucket. I don't know where we're going with this. I guess I'll start dirt. And then, yeah, we're gonna just dig the rest of the stuff away. Onwards. Tally ho! Ba-da-bum bum, 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 da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, kill my tools and my armor, my precious babies. My precious. My precious. My nerving. My nerving. My nerving. I don't know where I'm going with this. That's good enough for the time being. For just the two of us. But yeah. Kind of want to hit her with a "What you doing?" Can I get up here? There we go. What you doing? I'm curious. I'm the most curious of the curious of curious. Yes. Can I make this so that it doesn't rotate? No. Stop this. Stop. Nope, that's not what I want. Can I hide that? Users. Nope, that's not what I want either. Okay, well, that's cooked. The beauty of it all, I want to spend some time with you, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us, you and I. Holy, that is a burk of text. Decided to finish up the moss farm build so that it wasn't incomplete. Gotta check on the mega build to see what else needs to be done. What are you up to? Boop. Actually, we're gonna put this more like there. I don't know if I'm going to expand out that way. I doubt it at this point, but just in case, I'm just going to put a layer down. So I don't have to worry about it. Hello. What are you up to, mister? How dare you? I'm still kind of butthurt, I'm going to be honest. I'm now living on my own. That whole thing kind of hurt my feelings, bud. That was not a good move from anyone. I'm still very upset. But I like my new job. My new coworkers are nice. Huh. Yeah, it's almost like, you know, 10 to 15 people kept a secret from me and lied to my face. It was lovely. To a person that's already got some mild paranoia there, bud. Not the bestest move from everyone to agree with my younger brother on that idea. You know, let's take the person that already feels, you know, forgotten or intentionally left behind or ignored. And let's confirm those doubts and fears. Yes. Very good idea from the lot of y'all. I hold my younger and older brother and most at fault. Here's this one who's only one. My eyeball. So this is going to be a basin. Like this. I think this will be the lowest point that we have right here. In other news, my church family has been very supportive lately. So that's cool. Oops, there we go. Okay, you need to be something like that. There needs to be one little spot that's much lower. I think that looks decent. And then this whole thing's got to get filled up with water. Your category is just chatting? Is it for real? Oh. The Pookie Bear didn't inform me that I was on just chatting? I don't think he's my Pookie Bear anymore. Keeping secrets from me. Not informing me when I make mistakes. I hope you don't see anything that keeping anything from you. Details. Yeah, you don't need to apologize, but it's not cool. Didn't realize, yeah. It's not cool. It's mostly Tristan. I mostly blame him for coming up with the idea. And I blame everyone a smaller amount who went along with it, except for some people who knew more details than you. The more details you knew, the more upset with you I am, basically. And then he has the audacity, my brother, has the audacity to say, well, if he keeps acting like this, he's definitely not going to be a part of it. It's like, I want to slap you into tomorrow, little bro. I don't care that you mog me. I will fight you, boy. In other news, can we save siblings? I don't care that you broke your elbow. No, my brother broke his wrist, not his elbow. Although I should say that. I don't care that you broke your elbow. All those years ago when you broke your arm, I didn't care. I secretly wished it stayed broken. All those years that you trained to be the very best at CSGO, I wish it was all stolen from you. Like you stole my hopes and dreams from me. I'm the Underminer. I was beneath you, but now you'll be beneath me. Kind of thing. That would be taken out of context. I don't care that your arm is broken. I really hope that it doesn't get better. Just that right there. Clip it. Clip it. Ship it. Try and ruin my career. All publicity is good publicity. Isn't that right, Callie? He's not watching, I hope. Otherwise, that would make this very, very awkward. Oh, Elsbeth, meet my, Pookie Bear that I'm having a fight with right now, sort of. Technically, I'm having a fight with a lot of people, sort of, right now. So, just him to a lesser extent. So, hi to Pookie Bear. And, Pookie Bear, that's Elsbeth. Less fighting now. Still a little butthurt. That's gonna take me a long time to get over. I'm gonna be real. I'm feeling much better now. Now that it's been over a month. But I'm still gonna be a little butthurt about that. For probably a good long time. Hello, is it me you're looking for? I'm thinking I'm gonna have a tree come up like this and hold this basin of water. And then it's gonna pour down over here into this actual pond that the roots are gonna go down into. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Is make like a cherry blossom tree that's holding this up. Yeah. I still basically haven't talked to my brother since that night went down. I think I've talked to him a grand total of maybe 10 minutes. Over the last couple months, where normally it was like 10 minutes a day, so. I'm living in the cabin. You actually know which cabin. We added 2 more solar panels, and I spent $1,500 on batteries, and we're putting in a new breaker because the other day the breaker tripped and stopped charging the batteries. Because we pumped too much juice. So, that's going to get fixed. And one of the batteries we think is a little bit faulty, but for the most part is working pretty good. So, yeah, I estimate off of a full charge, I have about 17 hours of runtime. Am I liking it up here? Well, we got a shower installed today. The cows watched me. That was a little awkward. But other than that, it was pretty good. You know. There's a cow farm. There's gonna be cows. Marshall. Or no, it's like Randy Norman. I am not crazy. I am medically something to compensate for a chemical imbalance. Just goes, your mind is gone, woman, gone. Where did it go? I don't know. But it's gone. The cow just wants a peep. Can't blame the cow.
Brother.
There's ladies watching. These aren't like your kind of ladies. They're more my kind of ladies, personality-wise. If you catch my drift. If you can skirt when my heart just hurt. Have you even seen this base? I'm pretty sure you have. Big base. Big boy base. Christian ladies? Yes. Yes. These kinds of jokes cannot be made in front of the Christian gals. Maybe the Christian guys, but not the Christian gals. I can't catch. I'm not wearing my glasses right now. That's so true. You know, this lady's also a fellow glasses wearer. I have a meme that I should share with you that I showed a coworker today. He liked it. I would just have to spend some time trying to find it again later. I saw it when you first started working on it. Have you seen it at this state? Glasses supremacy. You know, some women, they look more attractive with glasses. Not because it hides something, but because it exemplifies the beauty of their natural eyes. Because the curvature of the glasses naturally allures the man's eyes to look towards the spheres. They want to see layers. Kind of like this build, how there's layers and circles and geometric shapes inside of geometric shapes. Glasses put the eye at the center of the painting. The lens is just the framing of the canvas that is the iris. I'm 2,000 away. 2,000 away from what? I was about to say, are you 2,000 blocks away? Are you next to me? Channel points? 2,000 channel points away from what? I thought I turned off Piano Man because I don't have a piano with me right now. And I'm not hauling it all the way up here. It just doesn't seem realistic. This place is kind of too small for that. Although if I lived out here full time, I'd probably do it. If I lived here full time, I would definitely do some rearranging and modifying so that I could totally do that. So I could totally bring the piano over. Also, I bought a camera and I have an extension cord, USB extension cord that's supposed to arrive tomorrow. And with that combo, I'll be able to stream me cooking really up close because I bought a 10-foot extension cord, USB extension cord. And then I already have 5 feet on that. So that gives me 15 feet. And I think this building's not even 15 feet wide. Piano Man is still there. Okay, well, in that case, I'll just have to refund it. If anyone cashes it out. Because I physically do not have a piano to play. Cooking streams will be back. Let's go. Yeah. So in between seasons, I'm going to be doing cooking streams. I think, for the most part. Wait, I thought I removed Anime Waifu Man, so it can't be Anime Waifu Man. Is it from Force Play Ad? Because I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can do the Force Play ads anymore. I think Twitch gave me that and took that away from me. Freshman fail? I would just send that video to you. If you just ask politely, I would just send that to you. I want to say, but it's funnier if he doesn't know. You know what? What channel points do I have? Human benchmark test would be the only one that I could possibly think that she is referring to. And if it's human benchmark test, then we are going to fight for who gets to be VIP. Is you're only allotted so many VIPs. So if you were to pass, you would get VIP. Although, I don't know who I take it from, but fun fact, I was there for freshman fail, and I told him it was a bad idea. This is true. This is canonically true. He was physically there for freshman fail, and he said it was a bad idea. And I said, no, I can do it anyways, and I still failed. Having said that, I will say I did run it back, and I did make it, but no one has the video of that. And he can confirm that I did make it on attempt number 2, like, what was it, a month later? It's just a... I'm not going to say what it is, but just know that I was a freshman. I failed something, and the whole class was there to watch. But on take 2, I did succeed. That's if you don't want to do the research of searching through other prior streams to see where someone may have redeemed it for the stream to watch. I did remove Anime Waifu Man because people said that it was unbecoming of a Christian streamer to have a redeem, especially the leader of a Christian organization, of Anime Waifu Man. And then someone, while I was working with my dad on setting up this cabin, was in VC with me and asked my father, what does he think of my anime body pillows? And my father replied with, if I could have one of my wife, I would. Yeah. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. But like I said, my father does not condemn nor condone the anime waifu body pillows. But if I got a wife, the cases would go. I would admit that the cases will go. They will go in the deep storage. But having one of her for when she goes on vacation, if she's fine with that, that would be worth it. That is true. He has a lot of channel points. My two diamond ore. That's not deep slate. It's my most valuable possession. If you get a wife, give me the body pillows. I will give you the cases. They're completely clean. I didn't do anything with them. Even though a lot of people probably don't believe me on that. They were my snuggle buddies, and it forced my dogs to lay on top of me, so instead of getting a weighted blankets, I had my dogs. I doubt you ever even actually use them as a pillow. I think I did every once in a while. Like every once in a while, my legs would feel like really awkward. Like, have you ever had like small growth spurts where your legs just can't get awkward when you're trying to fall asleep and your legs just feel too lengthy and too awkward? They can't get comfortable no matter what position. You could use the pillows and contort your legs into different positions that you normally couldn't because the pillows are there to support it, and that would help. And I would keep the pillows because body pillows were originally made for pregnant women, and I do plan that if I ever have a wife, of getting her pregnant at some point. So, not right away, unless you wanted to, but that's up to her, you know. One day I'll get a wife. Who will it be? I don't know. And the worst part is like I keep seeing posts and they're always like, you're someone's crush. I'm like, if I am, I don't get it. I don't know who it is. I hate these kinds of posts that I keep seeing on Twitter. Also, I do see that you redeemed Freshman Fail. So we will now pull it up. I guess I'll be his wife. I talked to my mom if it would be fine if I married you for tax purposes. And she said the tax benefits don't really exist anymore, so it's not worth it. This is it? Can I nope. Nope. Come on. Let me just make sure that this is working. Nope. Nope. Here we go. Here we go. Nope. None of those. This one? Here we go. This is someone's, they Instagrammed it. It circled the internet on like Instagram or Snapchat. Wait, why is the video not working? Hello? Let me mute the speaker audio so it doesn't. It's what? Play again. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. We fixed it. We fixed it. We're good. We're good. So this is in honestly like 280 or 360p. Whoever filmed this is the only known recording of this that I have. If anyone else from my high school has this recording in higher video quality, please inform me. But this right here is me. Why did it break? What is going on? You are somewhere in the video. What happens if I go like this and I just hit play again? Now will it work? What is going on? Why is this not working? It's so Jover. It was just working a minute ago. Okay, let's close that. Let's reopen it. No, it's still not working. Play again. Okay. Okay, for some odd reason, it won't let me enlarge in it. So now we're gonna look at it in tiny mode. Here, let me. How can I do this? Here we're just gonna. Ooh, nope. Ooh, nope, not that. Let me try something. Okay, well that didn't work. Let me see if I can make it bigger now. No. Oh, there we go. There I am. I tried jumping over a fence. As you can look right here, I tried to jump over it, and one foot made it over, but the other foot clipped the top wire, and I just faceplant. Just like that. There, I honestly think the black silhouette in the background. Oh, wait. Let me, one more try. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. Yeah, there we go. Full screen, trip, bam. I'm pretty sure that right there, I'm pretty sure that's my buddy. I think that's Pookie right there. Like, I am pretty sure me and Pookie were talking about it, and he was like, you're not gonna make it. I'm like, I'm gonna send it. And then I go, and I'm feeling good. Right there, I go, oh. I sense I've made a mistake of some kind. hit the landing. I was like, if I stay on the ground and just stay right here, it's going to look even worse. I got to roll into it and bounce right back up. I know. Dude, I didn't plan this one out very well, okay? It was freshman year. I did a lot of cringy things my freshman year. This is probably the cringiest thing I did freshman year that I absolutely still love that I did, just because every once in a while it brings someone joy. Okay? All the other things I did in high school, you know, the only thing it does is bring me cringe. But that one brings other people joy. I just realized I had that muted that entire time. You can hear at the very end someone go, "Breh! Breh!" It's pretty funny, yeah. It's pretty good. Pookie, have you found me a wife? I know you're in a different state. Have you found me a wife over there? I started looking for a wife for my brother, and she lives in your state. But I honestly think that their compatibility is very bad. So I'm not going to get them in contact with each other. Because she needs someone that's emotionally there. And older bro is not that guy. Not on the level that she needs. You're still trying to find one? Brother, it's cooked for us. It's because I'm balding. I just know it. Women don't like bald guys. They like guys with full of hair. They liked him because he has hair. Say the silly songs with Larry. The where's my hairbrush one? I gave it to the peach because he's got hair. You know what I mean? Older bro is definitely not that guy. Yeah. No hate on older bro. He's just not that guy. He is not going to be emotionally there for some lady that needs emotional reassurance 24/7. Dating where I live is just non-existent. I know, same bro. Honestly, tax purposes, it's starting to sound a little bit more appealing, broski. For tax reasons, of course. I'll be emotionally there for you, Cole. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about my brother's. There was a lady that I was looking into. I sent you a photo of her. And I was thinking that that would be a good match for my older brother. But then I realized that he's not emotionally available enough for this lady, I don't think. I don't think that's in his repertoire. Not as like an insulting thing, but I just don't think that's his strong suit. And so I don't think that it would make a good match. He was my first man's. I've known him longer. This is true. He has known me since 3rd grade? I believe. 3rd, right? You've known me since 3rd grade? Fourth, I thought? I don't know. You're the one who got imported to my school, not the other way around. And I became homeschooled in the second half of 5th, so if you came partway through 4th, it's kind of hard. I don't remember 3rd, though. You know, I randomly used my 3rd grade teacher's name while referring to one of our high school teachers. But still, 3rd grade beats, what, like 3 years? 2 years? How long have you been married to your wife? And then we're going to remove about 2 months from that. I think it was about 2 months after you guys got married and got back from your honeymoon that we really started chatting. Like, I knew of you before that, but we never really hung out. Almost 2 years? Yeah, almost 2 years compared to 4th grade. Why is my gut all of a sudden upsetty spaghetti? I'm going to be a tummy ache survivor. I found a tick on me yesterday, and I'm going to be honest, I ate some salami today, and I felt a little off, and I'm going to be real. If I'm now allergic to red meat, it's Jover for me. I didn't see, like, the tick was crawling around, so I highly doubt, like, I got infected by anything. But, like, if that ever happens to me, it's cooked. Okay, wrap it up. That's all she wrote. We might have hung out more if you came to my wedding. I would have hung out more if I knew I was invited to your wedding or the date. You know, that's one of those things where, you know, my brothers just didn't tell me the day you were getting married. They just said it was happening at some point. I think it's your brain messing with you. It probably is. He's always been mine. He just didn't realize it. It's placebo. Dude, that's the thing. I could totally sugar pill myself even when I knew it was sugar pills. That's the bad thing. I don't think I've drinking water today. I should probably go do that. Who texted me? Oh. Boop, 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 boop. Go drink, no hydrate, redeem. That's because I want to thirst to death. Clearly, I want to be like SpongeBob, where he's like, I don't need it. I don't need it. I need it. Like, I'm trying to go for that. You know, how long can I go without Aqua? In other news, very happy with where I'm living. And things are looking up. S&P's doing well. Hunt for a wife. I don't know. I don't know how it's going. I'd like to think it's going well, but I don't know. We'll find out sooner or later. Probably later than sooner. And, still the world's strongest tummy ache survivor. There's no people when stars like Henry Cavill and Hugh Jackman want to look super ripped, they dehydrate themselves. Yeah, clearly I want to look super ripped for the ladies. I'll go, whoa, mama. Like all Johnny Bravo. Hey there, good looking. You look like that lady. He's got a bumper. You know what I mean? I want to hit her with the Johnny Bravo. Whoa, mom. Because clearly, women love the Johnny Bravo archetype. They're looking for kind of bad boy like me. Isn't that right, Elsbeth? Women love the Johnny Bravo archetype. So that's why they always go for the ripped, jacked guy. It's not me. See it. I don't even know if she's listening. She's probably honestly tuned me out, and I don't even blame her. I tune myself out sometimes. Not really? Oh, the more you know. I actually was with one of my free hands. I totally was. After filming for one of the seasons of The Witcher, Cavill said that he got so bad that he could smell water anywhere he was on set. That's crazy. Bro was like a bloodhound, but for water. Put him in Africa and he's gonna sniff out those wells. He's gonna go, ah, the well. There's water here. Dig. I may have hurt myself. It was worth it. It's worth it for the vine. I'm just a little lightheaded. Bro's making those jokes he told me not to. I'm just a little lightheaded from using my sniffer, okay? I may have hyperventilated myself intentionally for the joke and is now feeling a little bit like on the sillies, okay? I'm talking about sniffing out water in Africa. What kind of joke is that? What is not okay about that joke compared to your joke? Hugh Jackman went without for a few days, and the last big scene in Deadpool and Wolverine. Legend. Is it now not okay for me to use my enormous sniffer to do its job? Breathe and make silly sounds? What's the point of a big nose if you can't use it for making big nose jokes? Which, I'm trying to remember how the exact quote went. I'm pretty sure my buddy over here could quote the movie better than I, considering he watched it more. It's like, we purposely hired you to play a big-nosed sheriff. And you got a nose reduction. I'm butchering the line, I just know it. That was a good movie. We did movie night since you left me. Slam and salmon, thank you. I knew it had something to do with salmon, I just couldn't figure out the last word. Thank you. He's better with movie titles than me, which is fair. Boop, 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 boop. Because I'm better at song lyrics that are not applicable to any situations in my life. Is it bad that every once in a while I'll try and pull motivational quotes from songs to try and cheer people up? Like, I'll just run out of things to say, so I'm like, here's a song. Here's a line from a song. Like, I know, like, that's kind of the whole point of songs, but like... Okay. So this is supposed to be... I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know how I want to do this area. This is supposed to be like a sunken hollow, so I kind of want to cover this whole area with moss. And then go from there. I mean, people use song lyrics for pickup lines. I used a good one the other day, but Elsbeth didn't like it. And I thought it was a banger, okay? I got some props from some of the other guys, but Elsbeth was like, no, that was just bad. That wasn't a good pickup line. I'm like, come on, that one was a banger. It was a good biblical pickup line. Heck, it would probably be good ol' Malolovelove's wife approved. Okay, that's how good it is. Hey baby, give me your heart, make it real, or else forget about it. That wasn't what I was going for. My pickup line was, what was it? Today I was doing worship and prayer, and as I was in it, I was in the book of Numbers, and I realized something was missing. Your number wasn't there. Something like that. And also, now that I say worship and prayer out loud, I know exactly what that's referring to as a different joke. And it took me a good solid minute to figure that part out till just now. My pickup line is, please, 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 please. I have a dog and I love him, but I love you more. I was thinking about saying, hey girl, do you want to be the queen bee to my colony? But then I realized that queen bees are kind of, you know, not monogamous, but sleep around, so I don't think that one's a good one. I was accidentally inhaling glue while I was making my Gangle mask. That's so awful, Cole. What one? Don't say that ever again. The worship and prayer or the bee one? Queen bees get around, you know, that one song, like, I'm the type of guy who likes to roam around. I'm never in one place. I roam from town to town. I'm a wanderer. That's how queen bees are. And then you'll die after sleeping with her. You know what? Getting stabbed in my sleep or just dying after getting married, you know, it's not the worst fate. It's not the worst fate, okay? Male bees, they do their job very well. They grow up. They get raised by multiple women. They go out, sleep with one woman, then die. You would be kicked out before winter to freeze to death. I'm not even getting to that stage. I'm not even getting to the settle down real quick and then die stage. I'm going straight to freezing. Man, that's not even the happy ending for those bees. I'm getting the unhappy one, man. I'm dying alone in this scenario. And this is my scenario. In my made-up scenario, if I was a bee, I'm still dying alone. Is that what you're telling me? Power check? That's a good point. Okay. We are at 26.51. And I will drink some water now. We are pulling, with the fridge running, I think, almost 400 watts. At about 14 amps. I'm getting water because I realize that I'm drinking nothing but Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper all day. I'm probably going to give myself like a caffeine heart attack. And I'd rather not do that while I'm still young. Alright. There we go. Wait, I just realized. I replaced these other bulbs in my building. So those suckers light up like the 4th of July. And I went from 200 or 400 watts to... Okay, well, I went from just under 400 watts to 400 watts. So those things don't pull very much. And man, I got 2 of those suckers. And it lights up this place like a Christmas tree. Woohoo! Alright, I drank plenty of water. You're gonna have so many kidney stones. Hey. Joe already said that if I had a kidney stone, I could put it in resin and he would wear it as a ring, okay? Okay? That's true love, okay? When your bromie is willing to wear your kidney stone on a ring in public, that's a bromance. Okay? I mean, there's always praying mantis style weddings. Wedding night and then take off your head. You know what? That's not bad. Worth. You know what? If my wife decided to eat me alive to so that she could be big and strong for our young, it's worth it. I would let myself be cannibalized so that the kids could live on. Now, you may say that's down bad, but anything for the chillins. Ew. Dude, I gotta taste good. I'm ginger. I'm literally a spice. How bad could I taste? I'm a vegetable. No, I'm just a spice. I'm a root. The roots, they run deep. Please stop. Fine. I guess I will. No fun. He is pre-seasoned. I come pre-seasoned. That is fantastic. Just a healthy dose of cannibalism to start off the conversation. Grump's like, I just sat down. Who starts a conversation with that? I just got here. Yep. I just said that and I instantly thought of Big Mac from My Little Pony and he goes, yep. I haven't even watched My Little Pony in a while. I am not a brony. I only watched through My Little Pony once, therefore not a brony. If I watched it through twice, I'm borderline brony. And 3 times, yeah, I'd be a brownie. I'd live with that. That's, you know, I watched it 3 times. That's fair. That's a fair assessment. But 1 time does not. That's like watching the whole Star Wars trilogy once and then being a Star Wars nerd. No. If I watched it 4 times and all the extracurricular stuff, then I'd be a nerd. And then I'd be okay with that. Nope, you're a brony. We do, and this is why we are single. There's a lot of reasons as to why I'm single, okay? There's a few reasons. Number 1, God is either working on me or her. And knowing myself, it's probably me. Number 2, I'm legally blind. Because you're a brony? Come on, bronies can get married, right? Look at my building skills. Look at my artistic design. I have a lot of creativities up in my canoodles. Probably he's working on me, and once he fixes the flaws, then we're good. Because I think there's certain flaws in my life that, you know, some people are like, oh, a wife will come along and fix your flaws. No. But I do think that there's some things that I think a wife would fix in me, personality-wise, because then I'd care to actually work on them. Even though I'm currently working on them, I think that a wife would help motivate me to work on it quicker. Hey, just because I got a bit of the syndrome does not mean that you can make fun of me for it, okay? Syndrome's remote. Boop. Or maybe he wants you to stop focusing on a wife. You know, I kind of stopped. You know, I make jokes about it, but right now, I'm actually very content with a lot of different things going on in my life, and I don't think a wife or a girlfriend would fit into the equation well. You know, I got the S&P, I got a job, I got VBS coming up, I gotta start working on 3D printing those. I have, you know, some other little projects I want to work on, like redoing some batteries and some DeWalt tools. I want to make my own wind turbine. There's a lot of different little projects that I want to do. But at the end of the day, what I want most in my life is a family I can call my own. Especially after, like, more recent events with my siblings. I definitely want a family that I start on my own, that I can call mine, and not just, you know, oh, I'm stuck with these ones due to, you know, I was born with them. But one that is just truly mine and mine to share with my future wife. That's what I really want. You know, I want little goobers that I can raise with a wife under Christian moral values. I want to go travel the world with my wife, see the sights, but I don't want to do them by myself. I've already done it by myself. I've gone to Crater Lake. I've gone to other places. I've done sightseeing with my family at, like, Yellowstone and stuff like that. And we went to Mount Rushmore and a couple other places. You know, there's a lot of things that doing these types of activities with my own family is great. But there's certain things that I'd rather save and wait to do it with my future wife. You know, I could go and travel the world in like 1 or 2 years and see everything that I'd want to see, but it's all vanity if I'm not there to share it with someone. So I'm waiting for God to give me the special someone that I can share and make memories with. Who is that? I don't know. And that's where it's at. You know, there's a lot of things that I still need to work on in my own life, you know. Like, right now I'm living in a cabin, and it sounds like I can live here kind of indefinitely, but this isn't, like, a place to start a family. But I do save a ton of money right now. I am not paying rent, okay? I don't have to pay a water bill. I just got to pay for whatever gas I use and bring over here. And then I just got to, there's my gas bill. And then, anything that goes wrong with this place, I kind of got to pay to fix it myself. Like a homeowner. Free water, but I kind of got to bring my own from other places. I can technically drink the water here, but I should probably put a filter on it before I do so. But no, there's a lot of little things that, you know, no, I don't need a wife to be happy, but, you know, I think it would be nice. But I don't want to rush into something and then get into a relationship that I ultimately just end up regretting and wish I was never in one in the first place. That's not what I want. Okay, because that's arguably way worse. Oh, I accidentally left that on. I would filter that water? Yeah, it probably should be filtered. But, like, my point still stands. I am happy right now with where I am in my life. You know, every other Monday, I do Bible study with my church. I host the meetings. I do a lot of planning for the Crisis MP. Tuesdays, I have movie nights with my friend. Wednesday nights, I do Bible study after work. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or I guess Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I try and stream and do other things online, hang out with some of my IRL friends that I don't normally hang out with in the week, and I plan my other events and odd things like, you know, going grocery shopping on those days. Sundays I spend with my family. But, you know, there's not really a lot of time right now. I'd have to cut something out of my life currently to make time for a wife. I don't know if I'd be able to do that in a way that is respectful for her. But I definitely want to give it a shot. Because there's a lot of things that I've done in past relationships that I greatly regret. And through all these prior mistakes, I've learned, and I now know after trying to focus up more during church and Bible studies and staying awake and really focusing and listening to a lot of other scholars and Bible teachers, I realize how I've been going wrong about it for all this time, and now I'm trying to do it properly and right. But I still don't know if I'm making a mistake or not, and I just don't want to crash and burn. Because I don't want that kind of pain again from making more mistakes. And I don't want to cause whoever it is in the future to have any pain from my doing. Because that is one thing that I don't know how long I can live with. Bring her over here for dinner and movie and let me be my wife screen her. Yeah. Honestly, that would be fun. We did talk to that one lady who I wasn't... Here's the thing, is part of my issue is that until I started the Crisis MP, I didn't interact with any women my age in a platonic sense. Like, genuinely. And then I went into interacting with a ton of women very quickly and did not know how to handle that and have caused a lot of issues. So now I'm learning how to properly interact with women on a platonic level. And then once I do that, I can figure out how to do it on a romantic level. Because if you can't be best friends with the woman first, then she's probably not the one to be your wife. Or something like that. Right? I don't know. Trying to figure things out. Unfortunately, I'm very bad at that. I don't know. I think I'm pretty good at winging it most of the time. But I don't think a relationship's something that I should wing. And I think I might have been winging it with all my prior ones. I think that's a problem. I'm bad at figuring stuff out too, man. I know. I actually went through and, like, purged a lot of my old memes, unfortunately. Like, okay. I went through and purged a lot of my memes because I was looking at my memes. I was like, these memes are just not something that, like, a Christian man should have while waiting for a wife. Like, some of them are just, like, they're not, like, inappropriate, but they're definitely more on, like, the raunchy side. And I'm like, you know what? That's probably not appropriate for me if I'm trying to get a wife to have, like, a ton of raunchy memes on my phone. So, you know, working on things. You know, never said I was perfect. But I'm working on being the best me I can be for my future wife as of right now. Right? Something like that. That's all I can do. Just work on improving who I am for her. It's like that one meme. Like, you know that meme of, do it for her? It's like the like baby pictures. Like that's where I'm at though. But instead of the baby pictures of my daughter, it's my wife. Just future wife. It's just a big old question mark silhouette, but that's where I'm at. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. Being intentional in a relationship is the same thing as being intentional with the Lord. I think that's a big issue that I was with my prior ones, is I wasn't intentional with the Lord as much as I should have been. And then I also wasn't intentional with her as well as I should have been. Like, I think I was in them for the wrong reasons of I just didn't want to be lonely. And yeah, there's still a bit of that right now with where I'm at in my life. But now what I really want is just a family to call my own. And I think that's a more righteous reason. Maybe not the best reason. But, you know, it's better than just, you know, I'm lonely. It's, you know what? I want to find someone that I can have a family with. So I think that's the next page of my life I want to work on. To have a whole bunch of little goobers that I get to raise to know the Lord. You know what? If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I can live with that. I'll just be sadder. Or, well, I'll just be different. And you know what? One of the major shifts in like the reason that I view things differently now from like years ago is a couple at my church adopted a whole bunch of kids and had a whole bunch of kids, and watching them interact with the goobers and those little kids hanging out with me and me just playing with them and having a great time, I realized that the next part of my life that I want to work on is starting a family. You know, there's other things like getting a new car. Kind of need to get a nicer car. My car's kind of beat up. But, you know, the next major part of my life that I want to work on is starting a family with someone. I wasn't planning on moving. That one was impromptu. That was a necessary immediate course correction, but dang, I have a second room. I completely forgot about the second room. I got 2 rooms to finish in 6 days. Ooh. I did not plan this out. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I forgot I have this whole section. What was I going to do with this? I still have to finish off those little boxes, but those shouldn't take too long. I just got to figure out a roof design and cap each one. But like, I got this whole area. Ooh, 6 days? Yeah, we're ending the SMP on the 12th. I didn't think this through. No. I put this to due date, and then I had to move, which took like a month of my life from me. Between my job and other life things. Ooh, that was not great. 6 days till the end. We're ending it at midnight PST on the 12th. My time. So right once it clicks 13th and PST. I need dirt. Actually, I need prismarine. Some prismarine. No, I don't have a lot. To the Guardian Farm. Please tell me someone was AFKing the Guardian Farm recently. Because I haven't properly used that farm in months. So, ooh, pain. Oh, the pain. The Missouri. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Also, the northern branch of the highway still isn't done. Everyone that lived on the north spot, or north side, just basically quit the SMP, but said they're coming back for season 2. One of them, to give him benefits of the doubt, moved, I think. But the other two, no excuses. No excuses for them not working on the northern branch. I built so much of this. So much of the server is me. Like, where's my playtime? Yeah, look at that. 25 hours, or 25 days of playtime. If I look at items and I go times used, look at how many blocks I placed. I placed 16,000 sand, or 19,000 sand. That doesn't sound right. That kind of sounds right. What is this? Is this placed, used, picked up, dropped? Like, dude, I've done so much work on this server. This is so much of me. Look at that! So much. Crafted. Times crafted sticks. That makes sense. Where's prismarine? Where's my prismarine? Look at how much prismarine I've crafted. Crafted a lot of blue concrete too. Dark prismarine. I think most of my prismarine I actually mined. There's so much. Good night, y'all. I sleep now. Good night, Grump. Did I do daily check-ins today? I did. I did at 8 a.m. No wonder I forgot. It's been like 13, 14 hours. I missed a daily check-in like a week ago, and I feel kind of bad. Wow, an hour and 40 minutes in, and someone finally redeemed first. Anyways, I feel kind of bad. I do my daily check-ins because like some of those people are Depresso Espresso, and now a lot of them are less Depresso Espresso, so that's good. But I still like checking in on them and making sure they're doing good. I can't AFK because I'm on solar. I don't... Let's go! We are so back, baby! That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Someone's been AFKing the farm. Let's go! You're coming with me. No one claimed it. Just like no one's claimed my heart yet. But that's fine. You want to know who's truly within my heart? Jesus of Nazareth. Jesus of Christ. We can call him Big G. Or Big J, I mean. I've been working on my prayer life more, getting that game up. My prayers per minute are going up. Not as fast as they should be, but they're going up, baby. Oh. I can put a lot of this way. I need... Not you. Okay, I do actually need some of you. There is no word about Sing Say. The thing is I can't AFK because of the solar thing. Not having like a crazy big battery bank and a crazy quantity of solar panels, because I would need a lot more solar panels if I wanted to be able to stream non-stop and a way bigger battery bank. Or at least a lot of things need to be overhauled. Because we had a really good sunny day 2 days ago. Not today, but yesterday. And it was so sunny that we pumped too much power and it tripped our breaker. The power output breaker tripped. So therefore, in terms of power, we had no power coming in. Because we had too much. Which is a good problem to have. But was like a big oof moment. That's not what I wanted. Bam. Bam. Bam, bam. Bam. I'll put this over here. You know, this was supposed to be like a whole thing, and then I just didn't. Like, I was gonna do like all the little Finding Nemo fish and stuff, and make it look like that one room with that little girl that was shaking the bag of fish, and that was gonna be where the Guardians were, and then I just didn't. I built it, and then I got tired of that project, because I'm gonna be honest, building just the Guardian farm probably took like 20 hours. Darla? Yeah, I wanted to build Darla. She's like, it's my fishy. Chick, 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 chick. But, you know, I had a lot of other things to do, like my base, highways, help other people with their bases. Farms were on the low priority of make things look pretty. I built all the overworld roads. I built the nether highways. I built the overworld highway. I built my base. I revised some parts of bases that players had quit. Like a lot of people that quit. I went to their very bases and spruced up certain parts, finished certain rooms. Helped other people that are a part of the SMP finish up their base. Farmed resources for other people. There's a lot of different things I worked on. But that got pushed to the back. And it's probably not being finished. Even though I'd like to. I just don't have the time or the energy. World download? There is going to be a public world download. Yes. Okay, that should be a good amount. I don't have any dark prismarine, but that should be a good amount for the other stuff that I need. So there is a world download, but I'm not going to finish it on the world download because it's pointless, because then I'm not going to update it back. Like, I'm not backtracking on it, the updates and stuff. Like, it's just not going to happen that way. There we go. And I put it's kind of a testimony. It's my testimony as to why I built and made the Crisis MP. So now that's in testimony hall. So, you know, because my life testimony hasn't been completed yet because there's still a lot going on in my life that's being worked on. But that part of my testimony and part of my life has been set up and shipped out now. So that's good. And normally I do like little breaks while on this SMP and do Bible studies and Bible story thing. Or not Bible studies, but story, but Bible studies. Where I do my Bible in a year. But dude, I just sat down, I just started recording and streaming. I wasn't even planning on it, dude. I just hit go live. It's like, I guess I'm streaming now. Now it seems like a good time. I should probably stream. I haven't done that in a minute. Besides the cooking stream, but I didn't stream on this in a minute. Like 2 weeks, I think. Or 1 or 2 weeks. So now I'm back. Okay. I'm going to, I think, work on the moss. Covering that pit with moss. Which I believe I should have plenty of moss in here. You know what? Turn you on. We're going to get more moss going. We could have more moss. How come it doesn't sound like it's running? Let me put some moss back. That's on. No, it's running. It's not running. It is running. There we go. It just runs extremely slowly. That's right, it's a hopper clock. I put a lot of blocks in to slow it down. Okay, it is working. This is running very slowly, and it could break if I unload the chunks, but I don't care. I'll fix it before the end of the season. I'll make sure to go back and check it last day. Considering the whole clock's on like 8 different chunks because I built it on my own, like, concept and design. I didn't put too much planning into it. Which is on me. So, you know, sometimes I don't think things through very well. Slow is better than not. At least that's what my mom says. Fair. So this whole thing's getting covered with moss. And grass. I'll put grassy dirt in here sometime. But for now, I'm just going to cover it from here all the way around with moss. Moss. I saw Bob Moss and his happy little bees the other day. That was interesting. Wait, this part's got to be redone anyways, this little corner, because this corner is going to be a big old tree that holds up this. And then this is going to be replaced with logs and leaves to make it look like a big old tree. Oh. Boo, 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 boo. I'm working on being calmer. I think that could be helpful. For many assorted things in the future. Can mobs spawn on moss? That's the real question. Your message didn't saying? Dang. Man, must have been really crazy, cray-cray girlfriend style. The Big Mac sauce. Yes. Boom, boom, boom. Ow. You know, I think this is starting to look pretty good. How do I plan on lighting it? I can just place down mossy carpet and then put jack-o'-lanterns or something underneath like that to light it. And then in there, in the sandy pit, I can just use sea lanterns. So that was how I was going to do that. But I don't think mobs can spawn on moss. If I'm wrong, I'll find out soon. Whoa. Not so bad. Your elemental color is green. I realized I drink a lot of Mountain Dew and its color is green, and now I'm curious if I'm like autistic or something, considering I really like Mountain Dew and I like vegetables and most vegetables are green. I wonder if correlation equals causation. I don't think so. Also, I don't think mobs can spawn on grass. Or not grass, but moss. I don't think mobs can spawn on moss. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, that's 2 times I've messed up now. They can spawn on moss. Well, I'll stand corrected here in a moment. Ooh. Still might be too close to spawn. Yeah, probably here. For later, so it's not an issue. We'll just plan ahead on that one. I do think the moss is helping a lot. I think it's putting in a lot of work. So this side, it's going to look like stone. I'm going to make it like gravelly and rocky. And then on the bottom side, I'm going to cover it with logs and moss and cherry leaves to make it look like just one big tree that's just going to be holding up water. It's going to be like the tree that gives life or something. The living tree. And then this whole pit needs to be filled with sand. A layer of sand. I don't want you to be able to see any stone. It's all going to be sand and water. So I'm going to go grab 2 buckets. We're going to get to work. Two buckets, some dirt. You could just place moss carpet on it to stop the spawns if you don't want light. No, I'll use light too so that it doesn't look super dark at night. I'll probably also do like hanging lights from like the tree. Also, the farm has probably produced enough moss. It's already got a ton, so I don't think I needed more. So I'm gonna go quickly turn it off. Now that I think about it, I need some more like here. Nope. Here? Yeah. Turn off the farm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna grab 1, 2, 3. This thing's full, so that I can actually properly start moving stuff.
6, 7. Oh, la, la, la.
We'll put watermelons in there instead of the moss. The moss can go back in here. Yeah, I got azaleas and stuff. Please put me in. Please put me down. I thought you were going to be like, put me in, coach. And instead you're like, please take me out of the race, coach. Completely different vibe from what I was expecting. Sand. Bone meal. Over here. This for bone meal. It's probably way more than what I need. I need some sand. And then some prismarine. I'm gonna start putting on some stuff. I'm gonna start working on it. I'm not really that much of a decoration. Santa's pretty good. You know, I am the number one. I was top 10. I don't know where I'm at right now, but last time I checked, I was top 10 in Santa collection out of a couple million people. I forgot the water. Kind of like me in real life. That's pretty bad. That's kind of crazy, man. It's kind of true. Water isn't real. It's okay. Hey, water is real. Like Israel, allegedly, and Jesus walked on water. So, how could Jesus walk on something that didn't exist? Catch 22 is a movie. I don't know, man. My math seems to be mathing pretty well. The Sandman can't hurt you because the Sandman doesn't stand of the mans. Into Sandman, bring me a dream, bing 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 bing, make it the sweetest that you've ever seen, bing 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 bing. But one here. I think one here. And then one here. Here. Try and make it seem somewhat symmetrical. And planned out with where they're placed. So it doesn't look too bad. And remember, I can always get more sand. Sand is not that big of an issue. Sand is pretty easy for me to get. If I need more sand, I will just go and get more sand. And there's that. Then, oh, howdy. Oops. Meowdy. Bruh, I can't spell. I give up. Hear me out right there. Don't do the old-fashioned way. The only thing I want to do the old-fashioned way is I'm going to shut up. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. Yep, that's what's happening now. I think I may have almost chosen a very poor dialogue option in real time, and I caught myself just before I did it. So we're good. Saved by the Bell or something. You probably should, yeah. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? No, I'm gonna, you know what? That sounds like that feels poor dialogue option moment. I can feel it in my bones. It's alright, I gotta do it at work all the time. Yeah. But as the leader of the Crisis MP, people like to clip me out of context and then make me look bad. And I already do a good enough job of making myself look bad. I don't need help doing it, guys. Come on, leave me alone. Like, I'm already ginger. That makes me unlovable. Like, come on. Cut me some slack. I'll start talking, then I just say, I can't say that right now. You know what? I've changed my mind. I don't think I'm gonna say that. We love our preseason fellows. Why would you be unlovable? Preseason. I like that's a callback joke that Callie's not gonna get because he doesn't watch the start of the stream. He's not gonna go back in the VOD either. I already know it. Why do I just have that one Christmas song that's like in the new old-fashioned way? Just that one line in my head. Cursed by the orbitivity. There we go. I think that's enough hidden lighting for this general area. I'll have to work in some over here, but I think over here I can do hanging lights from the tree. Or the lights from the water will come up enough that it's not going to be an issue. Can I go? Dang it, I was really hoping the clap on, clap off, the clapper lights would work. Callie, season 2, I want the clapper. I just need to hit this with a little bit of bone meal now. I think. I'm not going to hit it with bone meal because I don't want to turn more of the stone into moss. I want to leave the ratio we got right now. We don't need it. I need it. Okay? Clap on, clap off. Schultzy's here! That's not supposed to happen. He needs it. I know I need it. No, I have these wonderfully delicious ideas, just like eating gingers. Magically delicious. Because, you know, we're like leprechauns. We don't exist. Kaida? Am I about to get raided or something? Or are people just randomly showing up to my stream super late now? You know what? I should just keep streaming. I was gonna start winding it down, but now we're running it back. We're double downing, okay? I'm gonna crack a 6-pack of something. I'll pop a Mike's Hard. No, we'll go for it. I'll start talking about my feelings again. Great minds think alike. Exactly. Kaida, correct me if I'm wrong. Did you recently, or not recently, did you quote tweet my thread of my cooking saying, ladies, he's single and can cook? Because I'm gonna be honest, you should keep doing that because it didn't work, but I think it'll work again in the future, okay? You just gotta keep that going, okay? We gotta span my horizon, my reach. Yes, check power. All right, I'm on checking power. While I'm at it, I'll drink more water. We're at, hey, we only went down 0.01 since last time. The new batteries, now that we've properly fully charged them and we forced them to equalize a bit, are charging better now. So we're not having as big of power issues as we were the other day, and they're discharging slower like they're supposed to, so... Ah, water. I feel like a fish. Water. There we go. Hydration. I need to be up for another 4 hours. All right, I'll be here then. I have a meme on my phone. I'm gonna shut up before I say that. That's a private VC kind of conversation reference, not a public one. Now that I think about it. Sad. See, this is one of those things where if I wasn't streaming on the Crisis MP, I'd send it. But since I am, I'm not going to send it. Wrong audience. It pains my soul that I have to do this. I hate it. Why can't I just be a silly little goose? With my silly little quotes. With my unhinged comments. Good thing you have a filter. Believe it or not, it's been getting a lot better, okay? It took a long time, yeah. I only called my male coworker a passenger princess once, okay? That was today. It took me 2 whole days to come up with that one. He flipped me off. I don't think he took it very well. I thought it was hilarious. Since he's not allowed to drive the company vehicle, he was just riding shotgun. I called him a passenger princess. He didn't like that one very much, but I thought it was hilarious. I don't care what he thought. I thought it was funny. My filter has been getting worse. That's because you work with... You know what? I'm not gonna say it because I realized that was more of an insult than it being accurate, so I'm not gonna say it. Because that's not nice. And I'm trying to be a nicer guy. There's a lot of my brain being like, you know what? Now is not the time or place for this comment. Which I think means pink. I need a pink.
I need some pink. Because it's a manly color. Macho pink.
I'm gonna go get some pink. Pink. I don't have a lot of cactus flowers, so I don't think I'm gonna use those. Don't think I need that. I do need 1 bone meal, I think. Maybe 2. We'll grab 3 bone meal, because I still need some bone meal. And then... there's my cherry logs. My jokes aren't always appropriate there anyways. Yeah. Like, look at that guy. He struggles with this addiction. Haha, points and laughs. Which, if you knew his job, would be a little bit funnier. Now that I say it out loud without context, it's not very funny. But that is something that he would do at his workplace. You know what? The fact that there's no context makes it not funny, and therefore I'm just going to go back to being quiet. I don't know what to talk about. I'm losing track. Anyways, had a good day at work. There was exactly 64 customers. It's a lot of hand paper. Also, I did laugh at it. you did laugh at what I just said. Because it's accurate. That's something you would do at your work. Let's do this. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room for tonight and ever, ever. Beep, 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 beep. Right? You know what? This is not efficient, but I want to do it anyways. Bam! That's something. The sirens are going off. I promise I didn't build a pipe bomb this time. Oh yeah, that looks good. it's this time, yeah, precisely this time. Oh boy, what's this? I wonder what happens if I... Oh! What is that? What is that emote? Who is Fuana? I can't keep track of all these e-girls wannabe VTube micro e-girl thing people wannabes, except for Kaita, but that's because she's a mom and this is just a hobby. Hobbyists get a pass. It's the ones that are trying to full-time it that don't get a pass, okay? You will never be as great as my mom. Get rolled. LOL. Smiley face. She's a Christian VTuber. I take my statements back. She could be cool. Does she like Minecraft? Yeah, totally. Yeah. There's definitely no reasons as to why I totally just shifted my... She does not like Minecraft. Never mind. Don't care. Elbows. Doesn't play Minecraft? Don't care. You're switching back and forth pretty quick. That's because I'm like AC current. Which is a really, really, really bad joke if you don't understand how AC currents work. And then if you do know how AC currents work, then it makes a little bit more sense, but it's still not a great joke. No, we're gonna leave that. It's a dad joke or funny rock reference. It's not a rock reference. I know that it could be a funny rock reference, but it's actually... So alternating currents is... The reason why they call it alternating is because imagine there's like two lines, okay? So you have current A, you have current B. And what they do is one's going that way while the other's coming back. So one's pushing as one's pulling. And alternating current means that they're switching back and forth really fast. Faster than the eyes can perceive. That's why it's alternating current compared to direct current. It's because they're literally switching which way the power's coming in and out. Rapidly fast. Alternating. But, well, you might know Schultzy, but I'm explaining it for the kids in the back, okay? They were on a shorter bus, Schultzy. Stop making fun of them. Jeez. Oh. Can't believe you've done this. Okay, that's the way that the sunflowers face. Okay, so sunflowers need to be on this side, up high. Oh. You put it together and what do we have? Bippity boppity boop. Okay, going to give the chickens snacks. I'll be back in a bit. You have chickens? I just have cows. It's a cow farm. There's gonna be cows. That's funny that there's chickens in Minecraft right next to me. Okay, I'm gonna go like this, this. And this is supposed to go like, what, like... I'm gonna go make my dinner now. I'll be right back. Okay. I've got 3 more episodes of Violet Evergarden to watch off the new set. Isn't Violet Evergarden like sad? I don't like watching sad things. I like being happy. Very sad in a good way. I don't think those are words that fit together. 15, I think tough to keep track sometimes. You have 15 chimkins? It's, my mom's pushing like 30, honestly. She's got a lot. I think that might be a bit too much. I like that one, but I don't like the other one. That kind of works. Now, where's my pink? Is there one that's just pure pink or almost out of pink? No, it's almost out of pink. Okay, and then I can take some of these cherry blossom flowers, and more of my pink over here. Start dazzling them about. I'm a superstar. There we go. I'm gonna just cover this all with pink. No, I just sat down and said, let's try and get this done. And it's coming along like it's something. It's not the worst thing I've ever built. It's not the best thing I've ever built, but it's not the worst thing I've ever built. It's looking pretty nice. No, this is really flat. That's the problem. This is too flat, so I need to work on indenting it in certain spots, but I think I need to make that top pool just shallower in general. I think it's too deep. This is making it drip really bad. So I think this whole thing needs to just be like one layer shallower. And then it'll stop dripping super bad. And then I can go up higher, or at least bring down certain parts of it lower. And start sporadically placing things. But it's definitely better than nothing. It's better than what it was before. So we're gonna just actually this doesn't need to be that low. I had to get a disk drive for my office PC, but the Xbox can't play Region 2 DVDs. Wait, I think I read that too fast. Yeah, the problem with this is like that's not a very organic shape, so I need to like trim that back. Go like that. That's a little better. I had to get a disk driver for my PC to be able to watch movies since my Xbox can't play Region 2 DVDs. Interesting. I actually have an external DVD drive because I didn't buy one for my computer, and then I bought a USB one that me and my brothers just shared, and I took it with me. I think. No, actually I did leave it because it's on my shelf still, now that I think about it. But I don't think they actually know where it is on my shelf. So, also they don't really watch a lot of movies on DVD, so it doesn't matter. I'll stick my DVD player, but they have a Xbox One, I think, or something. Not an Xbox, a PlayStation 5. That's what it was. I don't know why I said Xbox One. So it doesn't really matter. But, I'm being petty in this divorce. Actually, I super duper adore these little particle animations of the things falling. I think it adds a lot of character and depth. This is slowly becoming beautiful. You know what Scar always says? When in doubt, spam leaves. And you know what? It's actually working. Holy. I know what I need. Just don't know if I got the will in me to do it. But we'll try. We'll give it a try. For the bridge to tear it. I don't know where I'm going with this. I do need to start sculpting in a little bit more dirt in here. And a little bit of patches of normal grass in here and dirt in here to make it look a little bit more organic than what it looks like right now. But dude, this is coming along. It's coming along. I keep pressing tab like someone's logged in when I wasn't paying attention, like I was drinking water or something. Guys, what do you guys think? Do you think it's gonna be decent? I'm thinking it's gonna be decent. I didn't think it was gonna be decent. I thought it was gonna look bad. But now it's looking nice. I still need to finish that. I really should get it on Elytra and fireworks and just zip on high. What was I gonna get? I needed chains. Wow, that's crazy that I have exactly a stack of 20. Honestly, I don't need a stack of 20. I just need that. And I'm gonna put away these flowers since I don't need them now. Do I need to put these away? I'll put these away. I don't think I need them. Yeah. These away. I got grass and dirt. I don't think I need anything else for this part of the project for now. There's other things I'm gonna have to work on soon with this part of the project, but I'm mostly just trying to work on the basin today. I could start working on the hallway more and like scoping out a path and then starting to build the walls and the roof. It's like my bedtime now, though. It's the problem. Is my sleep schedule is very different, so now it's my bedtime. Although I have all of Monday, I think. I don't think I have anything happening on Monday, so I could work on this on Monday. Looking over at chat. Chat didn't say anything, so now I'm going back. What I was working on. Nope, wrong spot. Dude, I can hear a rumbling in my tumbling. That does not sound like it's gonna be good later. Holy, oh no. It's like the sound of death. In the internal land of the bowels. And every single time it makes an eerie noise, it feels a little less pleasant. That's bad. I fear for my life for when I turn off the stream because I must relieve myself in the restroom. When that happens, I may never come back. I want you guys just to tell my future wife that I definitely loved her very much. I just hadn't met her yet. And I would die every day waiting for you. Right? Are we still in that? Are we still in the Twilight phase of life? Is that still popular? Darling, don't be afraid, 'cause I would love you. Right? And then we're gonna have a little plateau up here where it's a new layer to work with for decorating. Thinking I'll put a little hut over here, like a little hobbit hole. Pure regret rumbles. I think it was due to the pure amount of salami. I haven't really eaten much today besides salami. I wish I was making that up. Salami, I had a PB&J for breakfast, 3 granola bars, and a lot of salami. Oh, and a cheese jalapeno corn dog, and what was the other thing? Cheese jalapeno corn dog, and a lot of Mountain Dew, and a can of Dr. Pepper. For things I've consumed this week. Or these last 2 days, more or less. Put a little, like, hobbit hole right there. Like, just the door. I don't need to do anything interior, just a door. Make this dirt kind of come down over here. Fill in some of this stuff with flowers, and then clean up this little spot, and then we're good. And we're good. This little section will be done. So let's start working on that. I'd complain about your diet, but I'd be a hypocrite. That's fair. Should we do a pink hobbit hole? Come on, color chat. What color? I got pink and I got oak. Oak or pink? Ochre pink for the hobbit hole. I'm kind of feeling pink to keep it on brand. Pink? Okay, we're going with pink. Oak? Too late. You took too long to vote. Shoot, I need to look up how they do hobbit holes again. Like little 3x3 hobbit hole doors. So I know how. I've seen it several times before. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do a smart thing. Okay, we're gonna take a little detour for now, guys. Okay, take a little detour from this part of the project. I can vote twice. I like that. That's funny. Yeah, we're gonna take a little detour. Okay, we're gonna go check out a local hobbit hole. It's been a while since I've looked at it, and we're gonna copy its entrance and just paste it in a different block palette. Sound good? All right. This is a really big base, and I forget every single time until I have to run over to the other side of my base. The entryway is really cool. To this base, we're going to see a lot of this base real quick, okay? We're about to see a huge part of the world that I've been working on. Because we could either take the road, but that would take forever, or we can do it in style. You know, I thought if I was going to build a time machine, I'd do it with style. Believe it or not, that road over there connects all the way over the spawn. Did someone tear down the pillars, or is it just not loading? Oh, there we go. There's the pillars. I built those pillars. They look decent. I think the hobbit hole was over here. That's the core design I want to copy. So it's stairs and then trapdoors. Okay. And that was Light Rain before she rebranded. And she was still Mommy Ami. But yeah, this is Elsbeth's tree, which I worked on building. So I built this tree. I also worked on some of the mountain. I built this bridge, and I went with colors like this, and I thought, you know what, it should go from a rainbowish color to black and white, since that whole biome's kind of like black and white. This road goes over this way, through this woods, over this way, down that way over to these people's base, and all of these people quit a while ago. Like, they quit quite a while ago. That's Eagergirl Landia. All those trees are transplanted by Cielo, and there needs to be a bridge from here over to there. And I did work on some of the pathway. Like, I worked on the terraforming and making it so that that bridge could be there. But I did not finish building the bridge. I was going to leave it up to them. That's another thing that needs to be done. And so we have this path that goes this way. From, that's Muga, Dia, who rebranded into Gamori. And Mia is over here. And I did work on Mia's base after she left. I built all this road. All of this road is me. Keep in mind, all that road, all me. All of this mountain, all me. All of this village over here, you guessed it, it's me. We go this way. This is XD Lari's place. That was actually natural in an L shape, so I just transformed it to looking a little bit more like the skyblock tree. Look at how much road there is. There's so much road. And then this goes to Captain Epic, who is not coming back for Season 2 because he only ever played like 4 times when I badgered him to play. And then he also didn't respond to any of my requests for him to join for Season 2. So it's whatever. And then this over here is Mystique's. And I think a lot of this, I was not supposed to show off yet. So, shh. That was Mystique's. And so I built that road all the way up to here. And it still needs to be met up to Mystique's place. Ow. Spoiler. That road over there connects that where it V's, it connects over to this path. We go over here. It goes over along this way, and it goes over to here, or it splits again. You can either take the island route, or you can take the land route. Goes over to here. This is Jason Archer's place. That's Crimson Knight. And then I have one road that runs this way over to Misty's starter place. So this is Misty's place. And then that other road comes over to here. I want you to know that all of this highway, I built. All of it. People were complaining about the Nether being dangerous, so I went and built an overworld highway system that connects the entire map. What is this? Who built this? This bridge is new. This bridge is very new. I'm gonna guess this is Misty, because I know that she was talking about a moss farm. Still, built all this road. This is Johnny Ryushi. Johnny Ryushi built this. I built this main street. This main street is me. The retaining wall for the shore is me. This farm is me. The Gug Butts was not me. What is this? Someone built a roller coaster at spawn? I clearly have missed something. But I feel like it has Heron written all over it. Rad and Frank's starter base. And then that path also leads up to here. Connects up from down there or around. Loops this way. This is Lunthus space. That castle's new. This is new. This is all Heron. It's got Heron written all over it. Wow. Heron has been active, I guess. This is definitely Heron. This is probably Heron. Good for them. Finally filling out this area of the map. I was gone for a little while. I haven't updated it. And then this is Lunthus. So yeah. From this end of the highway, all the way, from here to Eagerlandia is all one highway that's all connected that I built. Like, holy. That took forever, dude. I actually like this bridge, though. I don't know who built this bridge. Oh, and then also all of the Mushroom Island, more or less, is me. Statistics, items used. Scroll down to cobblestone. I've placed over 7.3 thousand cobblestone. Right, that's placed. Used is placed, right? Yeah, I think so. How much gravel have I used? I have placed 9,000 stone, 7,000 cobble, 4.3 thousand gravel, 4,000 andesite. I know there's some tough. Yeah, 2,000 tough, because that's what the road's mostly made out of. I built all the lamps. I'm not going to hit a tree. My firework ran out. And then I built this whole town over here. I dug out this. This all needs to still be excavated and then flooded. And then I built these couple of houses, all in different styles. And then this is my base that I built. Boop. Door, stairs, double trap door. I don't know about you, but that looks good enough for me. It's not supposed to be very decorative. It's just supposed to exist. To fill in some space so that it doesn't look as dead and lifeless. Yep, looks good. Looks good enough for me, dude. Like, this is... There's a lot of different parts of this base that needs to be worked on. That I am not going to be, like, that guy that's going to be super picky right now with, like, the most minuscule of details. Like, I'm just not. I don't got the time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm going to fill this in with dirt because I think it's going to look better than stone. That is not what I meant to place. I meant to place the dirt or the grass because the grass will just instantly turn into dirt. Or not instantly, but slowly turn to dirt, so it's not going to look weird. So it won't spread through the water. There we go. Let's put a couple of lanterns just because they look a little bit better than torches. There we go. Besides, I have plenty of these. I have like stacks of them, and I can pump out more really easily if I wanted to. And it's gonna look better than torches for this little grove I've got going on. Look at that. It's all lit up with either secret hidden lighting or lanterns for the most part. I'm just gonna put a little of that. Needs a small garden. You're asking for more tasks on more tasks when today's task was supposed to be do the hallway. I need to reassure you. Today's goal was by now to have this section decorated. And instead, we've decorated this. Which, I'm very happy with how it's turned out. I don't really have any complaints. Besides, I need to put some more of the leaf litter up here. Like, you know, do some of this. Kind of get some of this going. To make it look a little bit more green. There we go. It's way better than what it's before. It looks like a hallway to me. It's not decorated. It's a non-decorated hallway. It's supposed to be decorated. There's supposed to be decor. Decorum. That's not what I wanted. That's close enough. This spot right here is a little dark. It's gonna need some hidden lighting somewhere. For now, I'm just gonna place this. So I'm lazy. Yeah, this is supposed to be like a nature. Hi, Ziggle. Zingle. Zingel. Hello. But yeah, this is good enough for me to be content with how it looks. No complaints. I don't need to improve upon it. It's got different colors. Nothing looks too samey. There's a little bit of this. It's all kind of scattered. It all looks organic. It doesn't look fake. It looks kind of like Minecraft Natural Generation. And then there's a tree with hanging lanterns to keep this place lit up. This area is done. This was going to be the last project I worked on. But now it's completed. Now I need to connect this to there. Oof. I really thought these were closer together. But it is almost 11 and I need to go to bed. I'm still waiting for good night kisses from Pookie. I don't think he loves me anymore. Man, this is a project. I still need to work on some stuff up there, but this is looking pretty good. Thank you for the smoochies finally. Took you long enough. Oh wait, I got some of this here. I can start using this right now to fill in this area up here where it was missing some. Streamer Mans has a parasocial relationship. Brother, I've known you for longer than anyone in this chat. Okay. Is this where I call it? Streamer, yeah, I already read that. Is this where I call it for the day? It's been 3 hours, and I feel like we got a good amount said. He said regretfully. Like, dude, I still am supposed to build a whole bunch of houses up here that are a little bit less cookie cutter, and then populate this area with villagers. This is also my mines, for those that didn't know. This is my mines, and then down here is my iron golem farm. It's tough ruling the world. It is. There's my iron golem farm and my amethyst farm location. There's also slimes that spawn over there and over there. Everybody wants to be king. Everyone wants to rule the world. And then once you're actually put in the position, it kind of sucks. It really does. Especially if you're a people pleaser. I still need to put a design in that roof. And then I'm still not happy with how my amphitheater looks. But it's just how it's going to have to be. Dude, I'm not... My little theater, it's just going to have to be like this. It's not great. I don't know what I want. I kind of don't like the basalt in the roof. Might want to swap that out with dark wool and just leave it as a dark wool roof. I don't know, but I'm kind of tired of that room, I'll be honest. And I'm just trying to finish as many rooms, or at least get as many rooms in an almost completed state. This room needs to be finished. That room needs to be finished. This room needs to be finished. 6 days, 3 rooms. And that one's going to be the easiest. These two are going to take up the most amount of time. Nobody wants to be responsible, kind of like having a boat. Better to have a best friend with one. Yeah. You say the same about, like, children, you know. I love taking care of those little kids at my church and hanging out with them. But, man, I am so glad they go back to their parents at the end of the day. Not my goober, not my problem. You know what I mean? One day I'll have goobers of my own, but that day is not today. I remember what I was going to look for. So we're in this room. I frequently fantasize about shipping them off to grandma's house. Aren't your kids like teenagers? The oldest is 10. I thought the oldest was 16. That makes a bit more sense. Never mind. You're younger than I thought. I mean, you could ship them off to the mall. Not at 10! At 10, there's other issues that happen if you ship them off to the mall. Do you really want unsupervised children spending their hard-earned money at the mall? Oh. They used to send kids in mailbags. I'd believe it. Probably what happened to me. That's why I got a dent in my head. Just a little bit of brain damage, Dad. Just a little bit. Okay, I think this is what we're going to call it. It's 3 hours, and I already worked a 9-hour shift. I need to punch in my time card. Hold on. Before I get off for the night, I gotta go grab my notebook so I can punch in my time card for this week so I can actually get paid on time. Okay, I'm gonna do that tonight before I forget. But thank you guys all for stopping by. Thank you, Dylan Murr 87 for the follow. Much love, greatly appreciated. I stream Monday through Sunday. I stream in the PMs at the PST. Exclamation mark Discord. Socials down in the description below. And I hope you guys have a good afternoon, good evening, good night. If I don't see you guys getting... I am dying. Bye-bye. Wait, is there someone I want to ship you off to? Who's streaming that I care about? Come on. Nope, I'm not shipping you off. Good night.